Welcome back, everybody. We're just getting off the back end of a really exciting match in this, I guess we'll call it the semifinal losers bracket, but it was Chris Forry coming out ahead of Anthony Di Robertis. They came down to a one-ball roll-off and tied at 213. Forry strikes on his shot. Di Robertis packs the pocket, leaves a ringing 10 to send Forry on to the final. And it will be Chris Forry bowling against Thomas Coco. Thomas dominating this event, dominating the qualifying, and the only undefeated bowler remaining in the elimination bracket. So you have to double elimination, so you have to be beaten twice before you're out of the tournament. Coco undefeated and Forry with one defeat. So Forry will have to defeat Coco twice to win this title. And if we do have a second game, we'll just stay right here on the live stream. We won't break, but we'll go ahead and keep going. So just wanted to remind everybody this is the match to like and share the feed. We will randomly, Kyle Rasmussen will randomly select someone from the feed. We will then contact you and ask you what weight you'd like and what address to send to, and then you will get one of two bowling balls from Island Bowling Supply. Again, we'll pick two folks from this randomly from this feed who like and share the feed. So we're here on the 46-foot 2023 Masters pattern. In fact, Chris Forry tapping his friends on the Buddies Pro Shop staff of champions, Chris Prather and other folks who played this pattern on how to play it. He was talking to me about it earlier. 1.7 to 1, 28.04 mils. The shot is right up the edge, as you'll see right now with Chris piping it right up the corner. And how about an almost 710 in the pocket to kick things off? And he's turning around looking a bit quizzical, kind of shaking his head, but he leaves only the 10 pin.
They made like an announcement down lane.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, was that what happened? Did they right in the middle of his shot?
I guess so. I can't really hear too much because like the sound is like blocked, but
yeah,
I saw her on the mic.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything there.
And I mean, you hear everything. I mean, you could hear you could hear someone take a step down lane.
Yeah. When you're down there bowling, for sure. So, anyway, Bruce Hall with you, along with our broadcast partner Stephen Major. Hey,
Hi.
Stephen. How are you?
I'm doing good.
And thanks for all the color commentary. Your
It was fun.
cousin Aaron, sitting right next to you to the right. Aaron had a very nice showing today as well. He was second high qualifier at 200 something over, right? So he whacked him.
Yep.
Pretty well. And Aaron shooting 221 over. Very good. And we are going to shout out to our sponsors here. $3,500 added money for this event from Bloomfield Electric. Our friend Roger Burrell. I've known Roger for, I want to say 40 years now, back when we were a youth down in the Connecticut area. Tony and Susie Renaud, same thing. I've known Tony for forever. And, of course, DJ's Pro Shop here, and John Zawalik. So thanks so much for John. There's a beautiful shot by Coco kicking things off on a strike. Again, if Coco wins, we're done. Coco is our champion. If Forry can somehow eke out a win here, he must win again to win this title. And here goes Coco on the left lane. $3,500 added money to this prize fund. 16 qualifiers.
Yep. And one cash spot.
And one cash spot over and above the 16 qualifiers. So
everybody that made the cut in the match play made it naturally.
That's right. There was no special cuts. There was no special checks. There was only going to be special checks anyway. And there's a nice shot by Coco. Doubles, kicking things off. He's got a fair bit of surface on that ball. Can't tell what that is. What is that?
It's a mindset.
Mindset, thank you. With some surface on it. And Chris Forry, can he keep up? Again, Coco dominating this event on both patterns, really. He's bowling so well. And there's Forry. Straight up the edge, right? Doesn't have to worry about the ball return on this lane. On the other lane, he's limited by the ball return where he can actually line up. He's going to line up and pipe it right up 2-3. He told me he's standing in exactly the same place for both patterns, which so did I. That's right up. That's in. And it holds off and gets the roller.
Not enough.
But not enough. Still a 10-pin. And there's 2 10-pins in a row for Forry. I want to give a shout out to Storm Products, one of our key sponsors, Storm Rotor Grip, 900 Global, and the passing of Bill Chrisman, one of the titans of industry. An outpouring of sympathy and love for the Chrisman family and all they've done. I'm a Storm staffer. I can't say enough about Roto-Grip and Leanne Hulsenberg and everybody on the Storm side. And there's some deadwood kicked out by Forry. We'll have to get cleared. So,
you said that the points for this were worth 1.5.
1.5. I believe that's true. The Bowler of the Year points, right?
Yep.
I don't know about the Hall of Fame points.
Counts as 6.
Counts as 6. Thank
Yep.
you. Okay, so it is a regular NEBA is 6 as well.
Yes.
So it's the same. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
The funny thing about it is I'm looking at the stats for the year. Chris is in 4th with 213, which puts him about 45 behind first.
Yeah.
So
nobody above him made it, right?
Joey Transu.
He missed the cut.
And no, nobody above him.
Yeah.
Nobody above him finishes higher than he's going to finish today. So.
Well, I think they all missed the cut. Who's above him?
Transu.
Missed the cut.
He missed. Monroy and then Bill
Missed
Webb.
the cut. Bill Webb missed the cut.
The closest person.
All 3 of those guys missed the cut.
Yep.
So I don't know what kind of points he's going to amass here, but he could easily get 40 something. He could take over the lead maybe.
And Bowl of the Year's worth 12.
There you go, buddy. That's right. Yeah, I don't know what he needs for Hall of Fame. There's a good shot. Beautiful shot there with the Summit. Looks like he balls out. That Summit looks like it reads a little sooner than that clone, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Summit's a symmetrical solid, while the clone's an A.
It's a UFO. It's a UFO weight block, so that's asymmetrical.
ASIM, yeah. So ASIM, I mean, you kind of saw there were some shots over here on his previous match where the ball just kind of didn't stabilize before the end of the pattern, while that one definitely picked up a roll and just kind of went forward.
Yeah. Once again, everybody
Gaskell's saying that he would need 4 points.
4 points.
For Hall of Fame.
Oh, whoa, okay.
He said
cool.
he thinks.
Okay, we'll have to check it out.
Nate, be quiet.
I believe it's on the website. We definitely track it. And there's Coco, got it way out. Sparks off. That's where you got to worry about that spark on the first couple of boards, because you can see that ball just bank off the corner, and he knew it as soon as he let it go too.
Yep.
So definite Hall of Fame implications here for Chris Forry, and he would really extend his senior Bowler of the Year dominance, because I know he's leading that already, so he will be even further ahead. And Chris Forry and Buddy's Pro Shop, of course, sponsoring NEBA to the tune of $12,500 or so a year. And looks like a chop. Oh, he gets it. Clears the 247. Does Coco after the double. And so it is an 8-pin match now in favor of Coco. Again, Tony and Susie Renaud, great to see him there today. Saw John Zawalik here today. Ace Mitchell Bowling Supply, Vinny Grazan. Better Bowling Concepts, William Daly. Cambridge Credit, Chris Viali was here today with Amy. Logo Infusion, Kenny Keegan. Our new Logo Infusion Championship shirts are out and about. Turbo Grips, Chris Sand. TechVision, yours truly. This is a TechVision production. Yankee Lanes, both Keene and Manchester, Jeff Barden. That looks right. And it is right, and it is a 6-7. And that is trouble for Coco. That was right off his hand. Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, Rich Reynolds, Al Casper, Savage Arms. And Savage Arms, a big sponsor of the Northeast Megabucks tournament. Callahan's Bowlerama, had a great time at the 1000th a couple of months ago down in August. That was amazing. 341 entries. Many styles of bowling, LeBrew Marlowe, GMS Concrete, Clay Schwartz, Dexter, Paul Sylvia, KR Strikeforce, Tony Mendiola, Greg Flamond with his Grog Monster Sports. And there is a 9-out for Coco with Forry taking the lead on the bench. East Coast Sports Investors, Jeff Dawson. Ideal Bowling Concepts, Keith Lang down in Norwich. We will be in Norwich in December. They have confirmed. Be great to get back down there. DJBT, Jeff Purchase. Congratulations to son Nate on his 431 over for 7 game performance earlier today, or yesterday, I should say, and his second place finish today. UseBowlingBalls.com, Mitchell Pincus. And Island Bowling Supply, Joe Farley. Once again, like and share the feed. This is the match. Make sure you like and share.
Share it up.
And you will be in the running automatically. You don't have to do anything else. You'll be in the running for one of 2 free bowling balls from Island Supply. And there, that bounced right off the corner for Forry. And he gets the slap 10 to double. So he took that lead. He jumps on that open. Now a 15-pin lead for Chris Forry. And again, he'll have to win twice to win this title over Coco.
Keeps throwing shots like that.
That would do it.
That's good about Norwich, though. Kind of avoiding last year where...
Yeah, they had some issues last year. I think that's some staffing issues.
Yeah.
But they've confirmed this year. We're there. It's going to be great. We'll be there in December.
Last stop on the Paul Forry Memorial.
Last stop in the Paul Forry. So the top 20 in that, where you finish in the tournament,
yes,
is how you do in the Paul Forry there. And, of course, next month at Somerset, you've got to be there for the 9 a.m. squad if you're in the Paul Forry. And, of course, we're going to have also our annual meeting there. Good shot there by Forry. Flush. Whoa, man, amazing. Jumps on that open and throws a double. Take a 25-pin lead in this first match. But I know one thing about Thomas Coco. There is no quit in Thomas Coco.
No.
No such thing. Actually having our 3rd board meeting of the year on Tuesday night coming up. We actually pushed it a week to get ready for the Masters. So we'll have our board meeting in 2 nights, and then we'll have our annual meeting down at Norwich actually after the senior. There's a senior on Saturday, and right after that concludes, we'll have the board meeting in person down at Norwich. If
it's
you
in
wanna
person
come in. Yeah.
this time?
We try to have at least one in person a year.
Okay.
And turn that one up. Rips the rack. And a ho-hum strike for Coco. See what he does in this left lane where he just left a 6-7. I wonder if this drink next to my power strip is a problem, Stephen. What do you think? All this water over here. I heard water and electricity don't get along too well, so maybe we need to separate this a little bit. What do you think?
Yes. All of a sudden the sparks start flying
it
everywhere.
Would be really funny. That would be a fun ending to our broadcast today. Then we flaked out on the sparking side. So here's Coco looking to cut into the lead.
What was the last tournament that we had here? Was it your Vincent Hall Memorial?
That was last year. I don't remember if we had one in between or not. I don't think we did, actually. I think we just had, the memorial for my dad last year, which is a great event. Won by Chris Forry, or excuse me, Chris Monroy and Dennis Bissonette. An over-under. Any excuse I get to bowl with Andrew. So,
the TOC was here, and I think that was in November, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So
yeah.
I think Forry likes it here.
Yeah. And Coco does double. Make him +4. Forry now +19. So a 15-pin difference between these two guys. Again, a 1-game match, but Forry must win 2 matches. And he got through that one really good. Boy, Look at that knee bend.
Pins scramble up very well for them on that pair.
Man. Forry really executing now extremely well. He's spent a lot of time in his soul. You know, these approaches are, like a lot of Bowlero approaches, really, really slick. The thing that's working in our favor is there's not a huge amount of air conditioning here, so you know, they are slick, but they're not at least icy slick, if you know what I mean. Yeah, to weigh in on our Masters champion. Actually, I should know that, but I don't. I don't actually know who won the last one. Was it
Amanda Broge down in Nutmeg?
Was it Samart? No. Was it?
I thought it was Amanda Broge.
Maybe it was.
She won the Masters in the women event that year.
Oh, could have been, yeah. And turn up. Gets it up to the pocket and carries it. That's 5 in a row for Forry. We better get our statistician on that, see if we can find out who won this event last year. It definitely wasn't here. We know that.
No, it was in.
Was it in Fairfield? Yeah, because we had all those. I mean, Amanda, I think, finished second in both. Tom Salamini dominated.
Yeah.
You know, remember that? Masters was in East Hartford. Thank you, Matt.
Everything blurs together nowadays.
It does. And you know, Forry will know. You know, he's got an eidetic memory, and I have no memory whatsoever. My hard drive has been full for about 20 years now. That's gonna lay off. Perfect shot by Coco. He's hanging in there. 5-bagger and no opens by Forry. Triple and a double and 1 open by Coco. Pretty well bowled match here.
Big year for Forry this year. He's won a title.
Yep.
Coming in second in another.
Yep.
This will be at least his second place finish.
Yep. That's right. He's pacing to lead the seniors, already leading the seniors.
Oh, he's saying who's won all the Masters that we've had.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Coco left lane. Needs it to stay in this match. Could work. Oh, my Lord. Gets everything. That was through the beak just about. And he trips out the 4, 6, 10, 7.
It's a lefty version of the one that Forry tripped over on this pair earlier.
He sure did. So now a 4-bagger of his own for Coco. Now he's pacing to 224. He gets it back down to 15 pins. So we're just one errant shot away from having a very, very tight match. Once again, Chris Forry must win twice to win this title. Coco pacing to 224 right now. Forry pacing to 239. 15-pin difference. There is no quit in Coco. After that open, he comes back with a 4-bagger, even in the face of Forry's 5-bagger. Forry's right out to the dry, turns it up and gets it. Gets the 10 out for 6 in a row. And now pacing in the 240s. I think we better figure out some maximum numbers here, Stephen. 254 for Coco. And obviously 279, right?
Yep.
For Forry. Everybody like and share the feed. Like and share the feed. You'll be entered into a random drawing for 2 bowling balls. Our friend Kyle Rasmussen will choose 2 folks at random who have liked and shared the feed out of this broadcast, and we will contact you, ask you the weight of ball you want, and the ball of it'll be Island Bowling Supply's ball of choice that they will send you, but you will get a free ball. And here goes Forry. Sorry, Steve.
And unlike, the other championship matches that are
one for Forry.
2 games, total pin doesn't matter. If you
Had nothing to do with it.
you could win by
This is-
40 the first one, and as long as Coco wins
That's
even
right.
by 1, he still wins.
Exactly right. No carryover. Doesn't matter the score. It's just about double elimination. And right now, I don't think Forry's about to be eliminated.
It would need to be catastrophic in the 10th frame.
30.
there.
Well, the most. Well, he needs. He can. Coco can go out to make Forry mark
Right.
because Forry's pacing to 259. So Coco can go 254 if he goes off the sheet.
Right.
This is on the 2023 Masters pattern, folks. This is no gimme. That looks a little right, or he got
That's
it
about
into
it
the
for this
oil,
game.
and he gets a bucket. Basically, it's only a 3-pin, but still, now he's in the 230s, and Forry already pacing in the 250s. So Forry is going to win this first game. We're going to go ahead and stay on the air. We're going to go right through. There will be no practice. They will go straight into the second game. And I believe it will be Tom's choice of starting lane as it was here. I wonder if he'll choose the same starting lane. And here we go. So, and he goes by that 3-pin. So that's the end of that. So it is now 1-1, tied up. Both bowlers have technically moved to the loser's bracket. And it will be who survives this next round will be our NEBA Masters champion.
They're going to complete the game anyway.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sure. But like I said, there's no practice. There's no break. They're going to go straight into the next game.
Now,
And
Coco
gets way
made
out
a
to that.
ball change. I think he's just kind of using the 10th frame to
Did he? Yeah. Yeah.
square up,
Yep.
taking no chances.
Yep. Straighter up at it. Bruce Hall and Stephen Major with you. Very nice numbers on the feed. Everybody remember to like and share. Really exciting final match here to the NEBA Masters. We're here at Bowlero Auburn. Thanks to Jenna and the whole staff here. And good cover there. Congratulations to Jenna and Troy Labrie, who are new parents. And good for those two recently married lovebirds. And Forry is just going to bowl this out. Dominant performance with the last 7. Making that summit work off the dry.
Bruce did make match play today.
Who did?
You.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Left-hander on the short at Auburn. That's like my AAA game, triple AAA. And I don't care if I'm 66. I still should make the cut when that is the case.
If you didn't,
I did.
If you didn't, I'd ask if you were sick.
There you go. That's right. I wasn't going to be happy if I didn't make it, but I did make it. And there's a little light hit for a mixer 4-pin. Forry going to be in the 250s. Can he keep this pace up and claim this title over Tom Coco? Now Coco just adjusted surface because every game is a different round here. So Coco is putting some fresh surface on his equipment here. I think that should be the case all the time, myself.
I think you would find the NEBA's ending later than they already do.
Well, that's true, with people adjusting surface. But no, I just think in general, it's like I don't understand why you can't adjust surfaces between games. The World Bowling rules say that you can. You know what I mean?
Right. I
always thought that, why not? I mean, it's if everybody's able to do it and it's, makes the game go faster. If you think you're going to have a better reaction doing it, then.
I think
because the bowler who can come with 4 or 5 balls all of the same surface now has an advantage, over the bowler that can't necessarily come with all that equipment and all that stuff. That's just always been my opinion. I just don't understand why you can't just adjust surface between games. You should in every venue, PBA, NEBA, USBC, league. I just don't understand it. I don't know why you can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just one of those last things to evolve type of deals.
Yeah.
You're seeing, more and more people and venues kind of creating their own patterns versus, using existing ones that are provided. I think the surface rule, as volume of oil goes up, you'll find more people allowing them to, replenish their surfaces before every round.
Yeah.
Because of how fast that ball reaction is going to deteriorate. I mean, the rate of lane shine today, I've seen balls lane shine within 2 league outings.
Sure.
After drilling, and they're fresh out of the box. They're fresh out of the box.
Well, it all goes to, you really ought to clean your equipment, which I'm not good at, but I'm just saying even between games, I'm just saying, in a 5-game qualifier, let me change surface between games. Coco's going to start this game and comes up and leaves a smasher 10-pin. What an amazing hit. That was a terrible break for Tom Coco on this left lane.
Oh, no, he left something.
No, smash 10.
The banner blocks
I know,
the 10 pin on 15.
That's why I'm standing. I have to be over here to actually see the hit. So
I would think in between rounds of match play, I think is fair.
Yeah, here you can, but in the regular bracket you can't. It's considered one round.
Correct.
Yeah, this is all different rounds because it's double elimination.
If you did it every game of a qualifying block, I think that's taking away from the planning of how you're going to attack a pattern.
That's true.
If somebody sees, I just want to get my ball to see it a little earlier, they'll be running at the end of the game to just scuff it up.
Well, it combats lane shine too. You have lane shine on. My ball reacts differently at the end of a 5-game block if I use the same one. It's picked up oil and all that stuff. So you can see the difference there. So anyway, just saying. And as you say, that there's only 2 or 3 patterns for the entire year for NEBA this year that use less than 30 mils. These are 2 of them.
Yep.
But most of the rest of them, most of the challenge patterns they're putting out now have over 30 mils of oil. Because we're trying to run 9 and 12-30 squads, and we want them to hold up. And just in general, you're just seeing and more patterns kind of across the landscape. So there's Forry. Can he pick up where he left off? Looking pretty good. Rips the rack. Yes, sir. Yeah, that Summit is turning off that dry in a very controlled manner. It's arcing its way through the front and turning up in the mid lane and doing really well. And a quick shout out to Hunter Kempton finishing 5th in Florida at the RPI.
Great job.
Down there, great showing down there in the regional. Andrew Hall finishing in the top 12 down in Maryland. Good showing. Missed those guys here today. Fun to cross with my buddy John Conroy today. John always with a funny joke or a quip or something. He's the funniest guy I know. Congratulations to Don Harrington winning his first regional title last weekend with Larry Verbal and the doubles out in Canton, Ohio.
Did he really?
Turn it up? Yes, he did. Yes, sir, baby. That's a double for Forry. He's looking pretty determined. Reach out there. How will Coco respond? Yeah, Don's one of those guys that's worked so hard. He knows everything. He knows all about reactions. He knows all about equipment. He knows he's not beholden to any one brand, so he knows every ball across the landscape. He knows how they all react. He always tells me how they react and how they behave and how the lanes cliff and how they. He's worked so hard at his game. I can't imagine a guy more deserving of a title. So congratulations, Don. Coco kind of slumps his shoulders because he knows that one is right, and it goes through the beak for a 2-4-7. And Coco better get some momentum shift here pretty quickly, or Forry's just going to run him over. And that's going to be that. It is the final of the NEBA Masters. We're here at Bowlero Auburn. Forry had to defeat Coco twice. He has defeated him once. So this is the one game that will determine the champion. And Forry off to a roaring start with a double. And Coco with the 2-4-7 covers it cleanly. And now Coco dancing around with some different equipment. Can he dial in the right answer here? Shout out to Justin Alves, our new tournament director, and Danny was here today, and Dave Kipperman here running the bracket and overseeing, making sure things run right. And Debbie Brogan was here.
Everybody.
We got the whole brain trust here running the tournament today, and of course running like clockwork. So great to see Alvin settling in his new position, doing great. Alvin, I call him. Justin Alves.
Alvin.
Maybe I start calling him Alvin. Important shot by Coco. That's a ball change. And flushes it. Great shot. Now, can Coco put some together here? Because I don't see Forry backing off. Now, there's an announcer's curse comment if there ever was one.
My pick rang a 10-pin on 19, so.
That's true. In a one-ball roll-off, this was Forry in the last match against Anthony Rob DeSantis. And, boy, what a match it was. It came down to 2-13 tie, and Forry strikes in the 10th, and DeSantis does not. De Robertis. Anthony De Robertis, thank you. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, Anthony. It's only his second NEBA. What a showing. And there's Forry. Pipes it up. They're being dead flush in the pocket. For once, my comment did not cause a curse. At least not yet. Let's see what happens here. Forry again working that sole. A beautiful shot. Piped up. He got that inside a little bit, but he threw it so hard and right up at it. It just held pocket and flushed. Staying with that summit. Forry for 4 in a row. Front 4 against Tom Coco, who has yet to double. We'll give him a 33-pin lead if he can get this hit. Oh, will it come off the corner? Looks light. He gets the mixer. Taps out the 4-pin front 4 for Chris Forry. Coming off a 250 game on this pair. Front 4, 33-pin lead. Tom Coco, pressure on right now. He can double and get it back to 13, and I strongly suggest that he do so. Last game of the NEBA Masters. 1.5 times the Bowler of the Year points this counts for as a major.
I mean,
Get that one out to the dry. Will it come up?
Nope.
Doesn't make it. And that's trouble for Coco. This could be a runaway, Stephen. That's a 3-6-7.
Yeah, I mean,
for Coco.
I'm not going to take anything away from Thomas, but he's got that defeated look kind of.
He kind of does, doesn't he?
Coming over him a little bit.
The momentum has shifted to Forry, and it is solidly in that camp. So, well, Thomas, I think, has tried several ball changes. He just can't dial it in. He can't find the right.
Just can't get that ball to see it up the hill, down lane.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's really what it is. And that was a good example of it. He got it to it. He really felt like he got it to the spot, and then it just kind of went through it and loped.
You can always tell by their mannerisms after they let the ball go, if they're kind of leaning into it a little bit more.
Yeah. He was looking for a little bit better mid-lane reaction right there. So,
especially coming off the strike on the left lane.
So I hate to tell you this, but it's a 47-pin lead for Forry in 4 frames.
next like 2 frames are really gonna set the tone.
It's high. That's right through the beak, and so now he lays it short to try to get it to read, and it reads early, so we can't get it to the spot. So I have lived this exact world earlier today. I will tell you, in my match against your cousin, I had the same issues. Actually, Aaron was playing inside a third arrow on the long.
Yeah, he was shaping them a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do on long. So I was looking at it, I was like, well, I don't know, he has a good look there. And he was opening a few times. A spare for Coco, but Forry now. Can he extend this lead? Making it a runaway. Just wants to run and hide right now. We're already down to max scores. I mean, you got 243 for Coco. Forry's already 30 over. Just taking his time. Lines up to go right up the pike. On the high hard one, straight up the edge. His 2023 Masters pattern. There it goes. And he rips the rack, but it's a weak 10. It's the 7 out. But still, you know, just another solid shot. I mean, he didn't get the strike, but, you know, he's solid in the pocket.
Stuff like this, that's half the battle. I mean, you have to be okay with getting 9.
Yeah. Well, with a 46-pin lead, he can be okay with getting 9, I guess.
Yeah.
So there you go. So get some nice numbers on the feed, everybody. Remember, like and share, and you are automatically entered into the bowling ball drawing. Does he cover the 10-pin? No problem. I might say little problem. It looked like a little right, but no problem there.
He looked a little gittery, you know, after it left his hand. Yes. He was like,
That's true. That's true. Well, what's Coco going to do? I wonder, do you think he goes back? Because I don't think that ball that he switched to looked very good at all.
I mean, in this situation, really,
well,
not a lot to lose.
You almost have to,
right, that.
You have to go sheet. I mean, if you think about it, you got to find a way to go sheet right now.
Right.
You know, to have any chance. So what's he get? I think he's going to make some change. Let's see what he does. Yeah.
It's one of those situations you either do it now or not at all.
It's going to be in the pocket. Dead flush. Forry jumping and running him out. Yes, sir. He wants it. I'll tell you, I've known Chris for a while. I've never seen him as into his game as he has been this year. I'll tell you, he's really worked on his exercise. He's worked on his diet. He's, you know, in addition to all he does for buddies and all the people he helps, you know, he's really been focused on himself this year. And boy, is it shown. He's making.
You see that in a lot of us out there, you know.
Could say the same for JBH. You know, he's John is. Yeah, he did switch back, and now he strikes. So, yeah, he went back to the other ball. So, smart move, I think, there. And let's see what he does here. If he can get something going, get a double here. I mean, Chris can get up and double and basically put himself in control of the match. I mean, you know, he can basically end the match in the next 2 frames if he can strike.
Yeah.
So here we go. Once again, Bowlero Auburn. 50 lane house. A lot of leagues here. I bowl 2 leagues here, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You bowl a draft league here, don't you?
I do. I hate the draft process. I'm on record as not liking it, but, you know, it's all right.
He didn't like
and
it. He did not
that one's
like
through
it
the beak,
at all.
and this match might have just ended, folks. That's a 2, 4, 6, 7, 10 for Thomas Coco, who has dominated this tournament up until now and just cannot get himself lined up on this final pair. And Chris Forry just shot 250. He's pacing again to 220 or 230.
Essentially 520.
And and now Coco, with a disastrous split, is now, I don't think, even going to be able to shoot 200. He gets 3 out. And let's give him 199 maximum, which means Forry would somehow have to find a way to shoot 30 under in the next 4 frames to to give Coco a chance if he were to punch, and he doesn't have a good look to the pocket. So I think we can just about start talking about Chris Forry as the Masters champion, and what a great champion he is.
I mean, winning the Masters alone with the 1.5 points, you get the points for the title, which is 6. And
the Hall of Fame points.
Yes.
Right, and then the Bowler of the Year points are 1.5.
12.
That's right. Yeah, Bowler of the Year is 12 if he can win it. Yeah. I got to find, well, he'll know, obviously, where he is in the Hall of Fame. And that's left. That's a yanker. And he leaves the same split that Coco just left. And as soon as we say that, that is 5 through the middle. Now, the only good news is that he's on a strike. And so, speaking of giving back 30 pins, he's going to give back half of that right now, just about. Unless he can somehow convert this. 40, 50. Now, he'll still be pacing to 2-team. So, definitely, this match just became not over. Became not over, I guess is what we're saying. He could make it. I mean, what is a shot? He gave it a shot. Give him 3 out. 55 in the 7th.
He needs, what, 2 marks between now and...
Yeah, he just has to get over. He just has to beat 199. So Chris is on the left. You can see he's got 155 in the 7th.
And that's with the assumption...
109 for Coco. So, it's...
That's the assumption that Coco goes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 46-pin match still,
right.
Even now. So,
You never want to take anybody out of it.
No, not at all. But a good mark here, 2 marks puts him in 2-0. So 2 out of 3 marks, and he's in. Right? He would need 2 more opens in the next 3 frames to do that. And, hey, if ever there was an announcer's curse, there it would be. I think he just yanked that last shot, though. There's a much better shot there. And no worries about that one. That was a strike. I think he just got short with that other one and yanked it. I don't think he's lost his look. I think it was just one bad shot. Let it go. Keep going. 1 more mark out of 2 frames, and it's game over. And that's if Thomas strikes in these next 2 shots.
Yeah.
So 1 miss out of Coco, and it will be over. Because 70, 80, because right now Forry's in the 90s with opens.
Right.
So Coco must strike off the sheet to have any chance. That could work.
Nope.
A little bit light, and that is a 3.69, putting him now in the 180s, which means now Forry, even with 2 opens, will be in the 190s. And that is it, folks. It is Chris Forry, the 2023 NEBA Masters champion. Congratulations to Chris. All this work has paid off. I really look forward to interviewing him and talking about some of that stuff. He's so uncomfortable on the mic, though. I don't know if we can get him out of his shell to talk to us. So we'll have to see, what he's got to say. And I'm going to predict a tier or 2. And this is a great win. So, Janine, I'm afraid that it's going to be a little bit longer before Chris gets home, but he's going to bring home the title. And great showing by Chris. What heart in that match against De Robertis. Comes up as a tie. Wins in a roll-off. And strikes when he needs it. De Robertis leaves a ring 10 to let Chris advance. Chris thought he was done. Robertus needed to
Getting
fill
7.
Robertus needed to fill 18. He goes strike. No, he goes spare. And he goes 2, 4, 5, 7 for a tie. And then Forry wins in the 1-ball roll-off to put him here. He shoots 250 last game. And he's only going to need 190 something here, which he will get in the 9th frame, assuming he marks here. And that will be it. It's going to still take all the time he needs, though. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Once again, if you've liked and shared, you are eligible for the drawing. We'll talk to our buddy Kyle, get that going right away. And that's right up the pike. And Chris raises his arms, and he gets the 7-10 to go out. The 7-pin just leaves the 10-pin. And 9 will just about do it. What's he got to beat? 189.
He's already there.
He's already 75. He's at 84. He'll still have to show up in the 10th. He'll make this, though. I predict he'll make this. And he's going right at it. And he makes it, baby. There you go. That's a winner. And Forry gets the job done. NEBA Masters Champion 2023. We were here to witness it. What a great showing by Forry. A lot of heart. Never gave up. Wins the close matches. Does it from the loser's bracket after Coco defeated him. And there we go, baby. That will officially do it. That's it, bud. That's the winner. Chris Forry taking home the NEBA Masters title. He's a champion again. 2nd win this year. And Coco will just bowl it out. Want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you, Steven, for sitting in.
You're
really
welcome.
Appreciate it, my friend. And good to see you. Good luck with the major IO stuff and everything you're going on with your training and the tournaments you guys are running and everything going on down there. And I know you're still working at Strike FX and all
Yes, I
that.
am.
So keep it going, bud.
Thank you.
Doing it right. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Great to see you. We'll be signing off here in a minute. We'll get Chris onto a little interview here, and doubles in the 10th. It'll be a paltry 220 game for Chris Forry, who's going to win his 2nd title of the year. And Coco covers a split, makes it
A little bit of his own style.
What a way to go.
He's like, hi.
It's only going to put him in the 160s, I'm afraid. So Coco really never able to get lined up on this pair. Fishing back and forth, never could really figure it out, and Forry really just ran it over. So Chris Forry, and that will be his last shot. And there we go, Chris Forry, 2023 Masters champion. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll watch Thomas's last shot, and we'll sign off. And we will see you all in Somerset for the youth event and for the singles event down there. Thanks a lot, Stephen, buddy.
You're welcome.
We'll talk to you guys later, and everybody have a great evening. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.